Welcome back to Mr. Dad Weather Updates. In today's video, we're going to have a look at the live radar on the Weather Channel, and then the long range precipitation and the temperatures, and then the GFS. Having a look at another model of the GFS as well, as like I said in a few videos. There are some cooler and fresher air to come in. Not far from wintry, but it's not wintry. It's more like low teens. Some areas might get to single digits, but it will be a little bit below average just for the time of year. We'll be seeing temperatures going down to 13 in most areas on one of the coldest days, as well. So it will be quite cold indeed. But nothing out of the nothing very cold, but still something to have a look out for. Now have a look at the radar. You can see here in the north can see Scotland's getting battered by lots of rain showers. May even get some a bit heavier, but it's a bit slow moving, so it will be moving east towards Edinburgh and Dundee, and it will be encompassing most parts of Scotland. So it's been a wet day for Scotland. However, not too bad for the England for now. It's been okay, maybe a few cloud around, but nothing too bad at least for now. Now have a look at the temperatures. It's been a little bit cooler, but it won't be as cool as what we'll see very soon. The temperatures are going to be decreasing throughout the days into Wednesday. I can see here got a few blues, a lot more blues in fact, and actually getting a lot cooler in the east, and back to some cool weather in the Scotland area. We're already going to see some. I think the highs are just going to be 17 degrees, so a little bit disappointing for this time of year. Most of the warm air just in the southwest. Otherwise, quite a mild day, at least for now. Now, before I get onto the UK feed, there was actually a weather warning for the far north of Scotland to areas of, let's have a look, where is this? Shetland, I think. Yeah, Shetland. So in the far north of Scotland. If you guys don't know, it's an island in Scotland. And you can see here, so the yellow weather warning. This is on Tuesday, from 3 a.m. tomorrow to 8 o'clock. So they are experiencing. It's a yellow weather warning, by the way, for rain. So heavy rain will bring flooding and transport disruption to some areas of this area on Tuesday. So flooding on a few homes if possible, and of course, spray and flooding on roads might make journey times longer. So yeah, an area of heavy rain will be becoming a little bit slow moving Monday night into Tuesday morning. So clearing from Orkney and then from Shetland, with 20 to 40 millimeters most likely. With obviously in that time period it is a slow moving and it will be heavy, so that's why maybe 50 to 80 on the hills, with maybe with some more strong winds accompanying it, making it difficult to travel. Now I can see here. This is a different type of weather warning that we've seen recently. It is likely, but will have a low impact. So we'll have to see what happens to that. So quite a low level weather warning, but it's a little bit more likely than we saw a few days ago. So here are the affected areas if you live there: the Highlands and Shetland Island. So having a look at the UKV, having a look at the precipitation. Not been too bad for England, but there has been a lot of rain for Scotland, in most parts of Scotland for now. And then you can see on the far north, you can see the far left, you can see that heavy rain which will be battering Shetland and Orkney, giving it that weather warning. There will be a little bit more, of a front pushing into England with more scattered showers for the morning. That will come into the south, maybe having a little bit more clearer conditions, at least in the mid-afternoon. You can see that front's going to go towards the south there. And then it's going to be a little bit more scattered showers with a little bit cooler, a little bit more scattered showers and a lot more clearer for now. And then looking on to Wednesday, you can already see some snow activity going on to the hills of Scotland. Don't expect to see snow there. If you're a low area, you probably just get some rain. But since it's going to be very cold on Wednesday, we will be seeing a hill snow. So probably the first signs of hill snow for the year. Especially since it's still summer, there is still some snow there. And then, anyway, still got some scattered showers along with a little bit more clear conditions. So not too bad on Wednesday, especially when it's a lot fresh, like cooler weather. So a lot fresher indeed for now. Now you can see on Thursday there is a more activity in snow, hill snow of course, in the far north of Scotland of course. You can see this in the hills. So there'll be some rain mixed with this, so don't expect it to accumulate much. So that's the day for Thursday. Scattered, more scattered showers with some more clear, with more sunny spells possible, with a clear night to come on Thursday. Now for Friday, there was a weather front pushing in for Scotland, with some more rain, possibly heavy in some areas. So I wouldn't be surprised if there was not a weather warning for that. So we could have another weather warning for Scotland. Otherwise, not too bad for England for now. Looking in for the temperatures, it will be quite cool in the next few days. Here are the temperatures today: 17 to 18, 19 is possible. We haven't seen any 20s yet because we have mid-teens in most areas. But if we have a look into Tuesday, we can see the temperatures are definitely decreasing a lot. We only see mid-teens, maybe low teens in North England. We're also going to be seeing, we're also going to be seeing just mid to high teens in the southeast, and as low as low teens to single digits in Scotland, where we might be seeing some hill snow. And then on Tuesday night, it is a very cool night indeed. If I have a look at the coldest time, we're going to see 2 in the Highlands of Scotland. We're also going to be seeing, sorry, not the Highlands, in northern Scotland, and then mostly single digits in all of England. So we might even get a frost tonight for Wednesday. So very cool indeed. And here are the temperatures for Wednesday. Probably the coolest I've actually seen it in September. Very below average, so only getting to mid-teens with maybe even single digits possible, mostly. And then into London, the cooler has accompanied it, only getting to probably 13 to 14, widespread 13 in some areas. So very cool indeed for Wednesday. Even getting a frost is possible, like I said. Especially on Thursday, again, frosts are possible. So on to Thursday, similar thing, really, if not colder. 14, well, maybe a little bit more 14s, maybe get a 15 in, but mostly mild and cool, maybe even cold if it gets windy enough, as you can see for most areas. Now I'm going to have a look into Friday, a little bit better, still getting to 50, widespread 15 in the south. We're still going to get to low teens in the north, and into Scotland, single digits are still possible. Hopefully it's going to recover. We'll have to see what happens on the GFS for now. Now having a look at the GFS, we can see we're in an area of lower pressure for now, especially in Scotland where we've got that weather warning. As you can see, very low pressure with some tight ice bands, strong winds possible in that area. You can see a dip in the system, make way to cooler weather as well. That's what the greens mean. With another area of high and more warmer air to come, with high pressure coming on to 14th of September. So looking okay for Saturday for now. We can get quite warm air. That won't last long into next week. But another area will be pushing in. So it will be quite changeable, in fact, as you can see, as is to be expected. Now I'm going to have a look at the temperature, 858 isotherm. See how cold it's going to get for there. Let's see. This is the coolest day. We can see how that is moving in. That cold Arctic air. Well, not Arctic, but cool air. As most areas have it. We're going to see temperatures 13 mostly. Then that's going to be moved into another area of high pressure with more warm air into Saturday. So it is looking quite cool and fresh for the mid-September. But a lot cooler in average and changeable weather, as you can see on that GFS.